What's up, YouTube? I guess it's been 4 or 5 years now since I made a video. Everybody that comes and sees this Dodge I'm building, or Ram, whichever you want to call it, everybody keeps saying, start a YouTube channel, film it, get paid. And then I reply and I say, I actually have a YouTube channel and it's impossible to get people to subscribe and you don't ever get paid. But aside from that, everybody keeps saying the same thing and asking, so I'll at least make a walk around video, show you what I got going on and what I've done so far and what I have planned to do. So here it goes. So my first vehicle ever was a 83 Ram, just like this, when I was in high school. It was a 318 with a 904, and after I blew that up, probably ran it out of oil or overheated it, ran it out of coolant. I sourced a 360, sent it to the machine shop, and then I did a 727 torque flight, and I think it ran like a 9-second eighth mile, but I love that truck. I always said I'd get another one. So I've been on the lookout for many years to find the right one. And this one here was a diesel or a Cummins 12-valve drag truck. So it had a pretty nice chassis, little cage in it. It won't cert because the rear down bars are lower than 5 inch. I think 5 inches is like the NHRA ruling, and obviously my bars come off the seatbelt bar through the bed. But anyways, yeah, looked for this truck for a long time, and finally found one up in Georgia. Went up there and scooped it up. So it's got a 9-inch under it. Let's get down here. It's the Moser fabricated housing 9-inch. Those are the Viking double adjustables off the Firebird. It had QA1 single adjustable, so I swapped them out on the Firebird before I sold the Firebird. It's got the strange dual calipers. And I basically just stripped everything off the Firebird. Air to water tank, Craig Davis pump, the air to water intercooler, no corners cut intercooler, Jose's 107, GT55 base. And I decided I could have just swapped the hot side just straight over into the Dodge. I'd probably be driving it now, but I wanted to get the weight to the back, and I've already scaled it one time. Pretty happy, not gonna lie. It's 2,900 as it sits with like 50-50. That's no external weight added to it. For ECM, I sold the Mega Squirt in the Firebird, so the Dodge will be getting a Dominator with a 12.3. Got a flying lead harness, and then pretty much every connector to wire it, and build out the whole harness. Really wanting to do a hardwire PDM from Devon, but we'll see how that goes. I mounted the engine up real high for weight distribution. It doesn't look like it's real high, but I had to build a custom transmission tunnel because the power glide was like through the floorboard. So maybe not super high, maybe 2 or 3 inches higher than factory. Built a custom Motion Raceworks steering column. I did weld these mounts for the Kirky seats. And then got a manual master cylinder. It had Hydro Boost on it. Still got to do proportion valve, line lock. and run all the lines. The rest of the steering shaft goes down to a Skyview race cars or something like that. They're the only people that make a K member for this truck. We won't make this a slandering video, but wasn't real happy with all of this. So we'll just leave it at that. I'll get into it in the comments if anybody's interested in knowing the K member and the suspension and the geometry and like the hours upon hours wasted to try to get it to work. But like I said, I'm not gonna make a video on that. It's same engine that was in the Firebird. It's got the Boost Monster Frankenstein heads. So I was having severe valve float on the factory LS3 heads with stainless steel valves. Kept having loose rockers, so went to these heads with titanium valves, titanium intake valves, and I did Johnson short travel lifters at the same time. So valve train should be a lot more stable. But this engine with the new cylinder heads and lifters, push rods, Manton billet push rods, it's only idled. Never drove it since I'd put the heads on it. Yeah, so it's got AFCO double adjustables. They're supposed to be custom valves from Skyview. I forget who makes this engine plate here. Automatic transmissions, something. My buddy Jasper knows the owner. It's a really nice piece. I forget exactly who makes it, but Motion Raceworks, timing pointer, ATI dampener, same dampener as before. These are Speed Engineering headers for a Caprice, I believe. Mid plate down there. Same clear view off the Firebird. Same radiator out of the Firebird. Same oil cooler. I did have to remake my, I'm not even sure what you would call this. Part of the coolant system that you fill it. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. I had to remake that. I couldn't make the one on the Firebird work, so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did have to order the strange front wheel speed kit. Yeah, because the one on the Firebird, I had Aeroquip brakes, and it had a cherry sensor, and the way that the rotor is, the way it slotted, it had 5 windows, so it was like super easy. But with the Strange, you had to get that reluctor wheel down there on the hub, and it takes a special hub that's machined. And the hubs that were on this truck, the passenger side wasn't machined. I contacted Strange because I don't have a lathe, and asked them, did they just machine the hub down? And they had me buy a new hub, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so it's actually getting pretty close, almost to the wiring part. Still have to build. I want to build a center console to cover the charge pipe like entirely. It looks pretty cool like that, but I think having it covered, somewhere to mount my shifter. I got the Motion Raceworks operator shifter. Let's see. Yeah. Operator. Smart coil mounts. Still gotta order the smart coils. Let's see. I still gotta get shock sensors. I need a drive shaft sensor, pinion, reluctor wheel. The one that was on the Firebird was too small. This Dodge has a a Pro Gear, so it's like a 2 1/8 pinion. I still got to get all the stainless for the hot side. Got to have the drive shaft lengthened. I need a scavenge pump, scavenge tank. Let's see. Oh, I need an ARB. Scoop that up from Nick at TRZ. Yeah, this truck had these TRZ billet steering arms. And if you can see those right there. But it's supposed to have two different 1/2-inch holes. And the owner of this truck before me, he had a stock gearbox, steering gearbox with the tie rods with the tapered ball joints. So they had the steering arm milled out at a taper in the front, and then obviously a rack and pinion. The tie rods are just a through bolt, and it just wallers around in that front hole, and that's like stealing a ton of steering angle. So I got to get new steering arms too from TRZ. I tried to find like some tapered inserts, but I was unable to source those. So yeah, quite a bit left to do on here, but that's it. Everybody wanted a video on the Dodge. We'll see how many views it gets. If it actually does well, we'll consider making some more videos. But as it sits, YouTube it's kind of difficult. You know, people gotta hit that subscribe button, and that's it must be real difficult to do that. But all right, I'm gonna post it up. Hope y'all like the truck. Comment, let me know if there's anything I should do differently or anything you would do. That's it. Thanks.